everyone, Rick St. John with Pizza Freaks, and thanks for joining in today. Every week we're going to be cooking a fantastic dish for you and uploading it to our YouTube channel. So join us each week as we upload a new dish, try it, and leave comments below and let us know what you think. Thanks.
Okay, so first let's go ahead and dice up our 2 large white onions. And we want to have a medium dice on these so that when we're sauteing them in the pot, we'll get a nice even cook. We want to use white onions because that's going to offer a more robust flavor rather than a mdeium, which would be a sweet or even a red onion. Okay, now let's go ahead and dice up our red bell pepper. Now you can use green or yellow bell pepper if you choose. I just happen to have the red one, so that's what we're using today. We're going to also dice those up into a medium dice. Again, we want them to cook evenly. Okay, now let's go ahead and dice up our jalapeno peppers. We have 3 of them. Now you can use more or less depending on how spicy you want your chili to be. Leave the seeds in if you want more heat. Remove the seeds if you want less. Also, we want to really dice these up fine because we don't want to be biting into a really large jalapeno pepper. Okay, so here you can see I'm dicing up the jalapenos really fine. I want them to be really small pieces. I want this to be mixed very well into my chili mix so that I got a nice even spice and heat all the way through. Okay, so now let's go ahead and mix all of our spices together in a small bowl, and we're going to add those to our mixture of onions once we add those to the pot. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add 1 pound of ground sirloin to our stainless steel bowl, and we'll mix that with our sausage and garlic. Okay, here we're adding our 1 pound of pork sausage. This is going to add a really nice and robust flavor to our chili. Okay, now we're going to add 3 tablespoons of minced garlic to our pork sausage and ground sirloin mixture. And this is going to give it a really nice flavor once we start to saute it inside our pot. Okay, now once you've added your minced garlic to your pork sausage and ground sirloin mixture, you're going to want to go ahead and mix this together with your hands and get a nice good mix all the way through. But don't overwork the meat. You want it to be really nice and tender, and when you saute the meat, you want it to break up into really small, tiny pieces. That's going to make your chili really fantastic. Okay, now to our pot, we're going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We'll add 2 more later, but to start with, let's just add 2. Now remember to have your pot on very low heat. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add our onions, bell pepper, and jalapenos to the pot. And we're going to saute this up a little bit. We want everything to melt really nicely on this low heat. We do not want to burn the bell peppers or the onions. We don't want to see any brown marks on them. Okay, once you throw your onions, bell pepper, and jalapenos into the pot, be sure to continue to stir them and watch the bottom of the pot to make sure you're not at any point burning them. Okay, once your vegetables start to melt together a little bit, you'll be ready to add your meat. You don't want the vegetables too soft. Keep them a bit crunchy because remember, your chili's going to have to cook for another hour or so. Okay, at this point, you can add your other 2 tablespoons of olive oil, or a little bit more if you prefer. Next, we're going to be adding our seasoning mix. Okay, our vegetables are cooked just right now, so we're going to go ahead and add our seasoning mix to this. Now, once you add your seasoning mix, because it has brown sugar in it, you're going to want to go ahead and keep stirring it and make sure that there's enough olive oil in there so that you don't burn it to the bottom of the pan. This is a critical step, but a very important step. Okay, so now we're ready to add our sausage and beef mixture to our seasoning. Okay, once you've added your meat mixture to your vegetable mixture, you're going to want to go ahead and keep mixing this and make sure the heat is low. You do not want to burn this at any point, because if you burn it, you're going to ruin the flavor of the chili. Okay, now once your meat mixture has been browned, it should have a nice robust look to it. It should be very hearty looking with the fresh vegetables in there like that. And you'll be ready to add your other ingredients. Okay, so now we're ready to add our diced tomatoes, and you'll want to go ahead and lower the can down in the pot so you don't splash the ingredients. Okay, now we're ready to fold our diced tomatoes in with our meat mixture. Again, be gentle with this. Don't be pushing too hard. You don't want to make tomatoes any more mushy than they already are. Okay, now we're ready to add our kidney bean mixture to our chili. Now you want to make sure that the kidney beans are nicely rinsed from the juice that they came in, and you'll want to make sure that they're fairly dry. You don't want to be adding any excess water to your chili at this point. Okay, now you're going to want to let your chili sit for a few minutes and cook so it can absorb the flavors. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add 3 cups of water. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and mix this up, and we'll let it cook for a few minutes, and then we'll add our other 3 cups of water. Okay, this is our additional 3 cups of water, bringing it to a total of 6 cups of water. Okay, we're going to let this cook for another hour on very low heat. We're not going to change the heat, and we're going to let it reduce down a little bit so it'll thicken up. Okay, so after our chili has cooked for about an hour, it has reduced down, and you can see it's nice and thick now. Okay, so now your classic chili is finished, and it's time to enjoy a bowl and reward yourself for your hard work. Fix the bowl of chili. Go ahead and top it off with some sharp cheddar cheese. Mix it in there, and the flavor is just fantastic. A wonderful meal any time of day.